The Great Leap Forward, right in the 50s. Another debacle. It led to a famine. A famine, they starved 40 million people to death. As bad as Stalin was in the Ukraine, and that is horrible beyond imagination, that was 5 or 6 million. We're talking 40. And they had gulags as bad as anywhere on earth. They had the greatest scar outside of the Holocaust of the 20th century. And that's saying something. Think in the 20th century, we murdered, starved to death, executed 250 million people between World War I and World War II and these global conflicts and the Cold War and the Chinese Communist Party, the Nazis, the fascists. 250 million people eradicated, murdered, butchered, starved. Think about it. It's the bloodiest century in mankind's history. 1,000 years from now, they're going to call it the Dark Ages. And in that century, the Cultural Revolution is only second to the Holocaust. Why? Because they understood the strength of the Chinese people is the family. They may be the most traditional people on earth on love of the family and the mother and the father and tradition. They had to break that. And to break it, and also education, what would they use? We will weaponize the children. Weaponize the little children and the teenagers and the young college students in China. We will turn them into demons to torture and starve and ridicule, not just people in the village, not just the kulaks, the two most honored things in Chinese society, the teacher and the parents. The Cultural Revolution is so awful that the Chinese Communist Party will not let it be mentioned, will not let it be talked about. And even today in the West, we know very little about it. As horrible as that was, the Chinese people pulled themselves out with no help from anybody else.